In this video, I'm going to show you how to make an invoice in Xero. So first up, what you'd want to do is to log into your Xero account and head to the dashboard. Now there are actually two ways to create an invoice. The first one is to look for the business tab over here and then select invoices, which will lead you to the invoice page and allow you to create an invoice. Now, alternatively, you can also just click on the plus button right here, and then it will already allow you to create a new invoice. Now we're just going to go ahead with this one since this is much faster. And once we're here, or once the invoice details have opened up, we can just go ahead and fill in the blanks. So for example, here in this section, we're going to be putting in where or who is relevant to the invoice that we're making. So for example, we're going to go with Rex Media Group, and then we're going to change the issue date to, let's say, around March 20. And then we're going to make the due date into in 14 days time. So that's April 3 right there. If you need to change the invoice number into a specific one, you can go ahead and do so over here. And then you can also add in a reference. This can be a reference number or just a small description. So for our case, maybe we're going to put in advertising. Now under online payments, we can select which payment method we're going to be using for this transaction or this invoice. And then we're just going to click on save. Once we've selected our preferred method, you can also change the currency and the branding theme, which is basically the template for the invoice. For this example, we're just going to stick with standard. Now here, we're just going to be fill in the necessary details for the invoice. So under item, if this invoice involves a transaction that has a physical item, you can go ahead and add that over here. But since the transaction or the invoice example I have is involving Rex Media Group, this won't be applicable. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip to description. So let's say this invoice is involving a video advertisement. We're just going to go ahead and add that description right there. Add the quantity. And then the price, let's say it was around 350. And then under account, we're going to make sure that it matches our or the nature of the invoice. So in this case, it's going to be under advertisement or advertising right there. And then for tax rate, we're just going to go with tax exempt for this one. And once we have all the details we need, we can go ahead and approve this. Or actually, you can also attach some files if you'd like. For example, if you have any physical invoice or receipts, you can upload them over here. But for this example, we're not going to do that. So we're just going to go ahead and approve this. And as you can see, we have a new invoice and its status is awaiting payment. And that's about it. That's how you make an invoice in Xero. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to help you out.